Hey, ladies and gents, it's Isdwis here with a look at FORMO Toys Early Bird Kit, Castle Dragonstone, Barbaro, and a bunch of really cool figures that are basically made out of paper. This is something to whet our appetites for the line that is coming up from FORMO Toys. FORMO Toys is a line created by Emiliano Santalucia, Pierre Braun, and Joshua Van Pelt. And I believe they may have gotten some design help from Mark Taylor, who is no longer with us, but is basically credited with being one of the creators of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This line is called Legends of Dragonore. They're 5.5-inch plastic figures that will look like this, but this is kind of a placeholder, which is really cool. Sort of a paper play castle and these sort of paper standee figures. They come in this, and you basically punch them out and you put them together, and this is just a pure, unadulterated hit of absolute nostalgia. I remember as a kid going to the store and buying books and popping figures out, building them, and there would be Cowboys and Indians. There would be all sorts of, retro goodness, and I had tons of fun. I played with them until they completely fell apart. They weren't meant to be high quality or last forever, but they really captured your imagination. And this is really cool because this is Legends of Dragonore is a line based or steeped heavily in nostalgia. Even though it's a brand new thing, they really hit us in those nostalgias and bring up all the feels and all the memories, especially with this really cool early bird kit. And I guess there was something like this that happened with vintage Star Wars when they didn't have the figure ready. But I think this was just a really cool way of giving fans a lot of extras that you wouldn't normally get. So not only do you get these figures, and I'm gonna have you take a look at each one. This is the hero, Barbaro. Yes, he looks a bit like someone that you may know. It's black in the back, but he is different. I love the design. I love the fact that his boots are cut off and his toes are coming through this vibrant blue. One of the best thing about these figures is the vibrant colors, and it's just part of the fun and the joy and the nostalgia. Now, there's Barbaro, and then not sure what all of their names are, but this gal may be my favorite. She is absolutely beautiful. I love the headdress because it's kind of reminiscent in my eyes of the Aztec headdress. So, and I'm guessing that this has a little bit of a beak. So sort of like an Aztec eagle warrior. Maybe she's not an Aztec, but that's the good thing about it. You can make up your own head canon. And then this staff is really cool with this, demon or cat head up there. But love her. I'm sure the armor is going to be removable, and I can't wait to get the actual figure of her. I would say, well, then we have this, who's like an Oni or a demon figure. And I love this one as well. It's hard to pick a favorite, actually. I love the way the teeth jut out, the bright red, sort of savage-looking armor. Congratulations to the design team on this. I mean, you hit all the right notes. I don't see how they could possibly be any better designed. Love that. And then we have this cat lady. So a blue cat lady, what's not to like? Again, in that very vintage format. Looks like she's going to have some modeling there on the thighs, some black modeling, but it's not a Black Panther. it's a Blue Panther, but another figure that looks like it's going to be loads of fun. And then I have this sort of evil wizard looking character. You can tell he's evil just by looking at him, and that's what good design is all about. And then the staff incorporating elements like horns and demon wings and hooked tusks and maybe a skull in there. Just good stuff. Love that. And then another one, which is the translucent magician figure. It's going to be in translucent blue. It's a genie or a djinn with a magical lamp staff, and this vibrant cape. And then the blue is really cool, and it pops, and you can see through it, which I actually love. So the other thing that I don't see pictured here is the divine armor. I believe that's going to be available as maybe a Build-A-Figure. I'm not quite sure. But that is very Kirby-esque looking armor. So you should look that up. I love all things Kirby, and that, I think, when I see it, will probably be my all-time favorite here. Then there's the castle. I think it's Dragonstone or Dragonore castle, but it's the Legends of Dragonore, and I love the design for that too. I love the dragon wings. I love how the arms come out, and you can use the arms to sort of open the door, so it's sort of guarding that. And then inside, which it's way over there, so I'm not going to open it. I'm going to leave that for you guys if you haven't gotten the kit yet. There's some details that are really cool. But I love that classic dragon face design. I love the way it's incorporated into the castle. And it's not something that came out in the 80s, but it absolutely could have. And I would love to know, what influence Mark Taylor had on the line. I know he's a mentor for Emiliano Santalucia, and Emiliano is just one of the best artists out there for this kind of stuff, this sort of fantasy design. So let me show you what the early bird kit came in. Now, I'm sure the logistics of this were tough, so kudos to them for getting it to us in a package that, made sure that it wouldn't bend. This says 0195, so I'm guessing I'm maybe 195, not sure. And then that has the Legends of Dragonore Castle in the front, and then in the back it's got the Legends of Dragonore logo, which also is really super cool. So I'm gonna keep that as well. And then look at this. This is beautiful. It's a poster featuring Barbaro in the front, and then, this gal, which I'm quickly falling in love with, the Djinn, all the figures you see here, and then what's going to be my favorite, I think, the divine armor there up top, sort of crackling with not Kirby crackle, but energy, Dragonore energy. So what a cool concept. What a cool line. Congratulations to these guys. They've been a part of the Masters of the Universe collecting community for a long time. They've worked on various lines, and to get to see them just go out and let their imagination run wild and get a chance to give us all these cool characters. Pierre, I met when he came from Germany. I met him at PowerCon, and he's an absolute hilarious guy and a very, very wonderful person. So I think it was long enough ago that he was sort of just starting his career and doing a little freelancing. I introduced him to the Four Horsemen. I think he did some weapons for them, or some work there with the studio. I'm not sure, but Pierre, congratulations. Out there in Germany, Emiliano in Italy. Well, he's an old pro. He's very, he's been involved with lots of stuff, but I'm sure this is near and dear to his heart. And Josh Van Pelt, who is a, kind of uber collector out there behind the scenes, influencing and collecting and buying and selling stuff. So congratulations, guys. I love it. Thank you for this. Is the Wiz signing out.